Hey everyone, Frugal Panda here with a quick review and visit to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sioux Falls is a city of about 206,000 or so people that live here. Elevation here is around 1,463 feet. It was founded in 1856. We were on our way to Minnesota and we decided to stop for the night, and we stayed here during the night and stayed here to about we had breakfast here and then we had lunch here, and then we ended up taking off from here going to Duluth, Minnesota. South Dakota really surprised me. I don't think I've ever been to South Dakota, maybe touched it driving through to somewhere else, maybe. But stopping here, one thing I noticed about Sioux Falls is a very clean city. It was about, I'd say around 80 degrees and humid, maybe 70s and humid. The clouds would go away eventually. You could hear more like tropical birds. I remember at our hotel, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like tropical birds like you'd hear in San Diego or somewhere. So maybe it's the humidity, whatever. But like I said, one of the things I really liked here was Falls Park. That's the park in downtown. It has a real waterfall. It's a beautiful park, everyone. If you are in the area, go to that park, bring your bike. We had our bikes with us, but unfortunately, the setup we had for the bikes, it didn't touch the muffler, but it was just close enough that it blew her tire out. So I had to ultimately go to Walmart here and get a tire and a tube to put in it, but we didn't get to ride them here. We just walked around it. Anyway, go check out Falls Park. We drove around the neighborhoods, super nice neighborhoods. I really like the houses. I thought they were really pretty. We ate at this diner right here that is in downtown. It was real calm. It was real chill. It's a city of 200,000 people. And, South Dakota has a fairly small population, but it was pretty chill here. I don't have no complaints about it. I wouldn't mind coming back here and bringing my bike and exploring more in all these regions around here. So things to do here, they have the Great Plains Zoo, they have the Washington Pavilion, the Sculpture Walk, and I believe that was in downtown because we saw a lot of sculptures walking around. They're very artsy around here. Of course, the Falls Park was around here. There's a lot of nature walks to do there. The Big Sioux River Recreation Trail, now it's a 35-mile paved trail along the river. I wish I had my e-bike with me at this one, and if I did ever come back, I'm definitely doing that. They have a couple of really nice parks. Apparently they have a Japanese gardens here as well. You see all different types of flavors of people here. You see people in cowboy hats, you see people in cowboy boots, you see people that are city slickers, you see yuppies, you see hipsters, you see everybody here. There was a lot of places to eat. We stopped in a couple stores. What me and my wife have really gotten much better at doing is we don't buy souvenirs as much. And honestly, if I'm at Walmart, a lot of times I'll buy a souvenir. Now, if it's a really cool place, like a real cool mom and pop that has fair prices, I'll pick something up if it's something I want. But I'm not going to pay $30 for a shirt that says Sioux Falls when I can go right to the local Walmart and get whatever for South Dakota too. Just being honest about it. I don't need to be ripped off. We stopped here. She got her a magnet. We looked around to different places. So yeah, we were all over walking around downtown just checking it out. You can also have the old courthouse museum here and the 19th century Queen Bee Mill. That is in Falls Park, I believe, because we were looking at it and reading, and I'm pretty sure that was the mill it was talking about. And I'm probably a picture in here or two of the old mill. I really did enjoy my time, and I would be interested in coming back here and checking out a little bit more of South Dakota, which we will in the future, because there's things in South Dakota we really do want to see as well in this area. Homelessness, didn't see any in downtown, like none. There was one guy holding a sign not asking for food, but it was some political statement he was trying to make, but it looked like more so he had more of a mental health issue. But we didn't see any homeless people, and I know they have them here, but they may make them go into shelters, or they can't be in downtown or something like that. And also, being homeless here in South Dakota in the winter might be, you don't want to be out in the winter here. Trust me, when it gets below zero. It's just not one of those places. So you have to be really, really invested in being homeless to stay out here in the wintertime. Weather was nice. It was real nice here. It wasn't too buggy around where we were at, but also in Falls Park, I wouldn't be surprised in those areas if they didn't spray for mosquitoes and different stuff. We saw a lot of food trucks down here. People were friendly. There was an older couple that just started chatting us up once they found out we were from Colorado, and like, oh, thanks for coming down here. Come back again. Yeah, we always like, yada, yada, yada. It was cool. They were real nice people. Had their little accents. It takes me back to Indiana, and I tell people, a lot of people in rural areas or smaller communities, they have more in common. They have things different. People have an accent. People don't know that. If you go to upper state New York, and you get outside Buffalo and all the big cities, people have accents, But yeah, hearing their accents and stuff, it took me back to where I grew up and all that stuff. I wouldn't mind coming back here. Like I said, I was really impressed at how clean it was. You hear a lot of things about different places, let's be honest. And I got here, and this is one of the nicest small cities I've seen. And I've seen a lot of small cities. It was clean. It was walkable. It was a place I'd bring my bike and ride my bike. I have no complaints about this place. Is it a place I'd come back to? Yes, I would come back. I would just have to have things I could do, like stop here maybe a day or two, hang out here, and then have other plans in place, other things I want to see. I couldn't spend more than like a couple of days here. And it's not a knock on Sioux Falls. It's just when you're on a vacation or you're checking out stuff, I want to see as much as I can see in an area. But I would definitely come back here and check out things, check out some of the waterways, a lot of the trails. I think it's a nice place. It's a very safe feeling city too, by the way. And a lot of times your first impressions are a lot of times the honest impressions of places and people sometimes too. Like Seattle, I like Seattle, but depending on where you drive in from, it's filthy. I went into downtown Seattle last time I was there last year. Filthy in a lot of places. And if you didn't go anywhere but those neighborhoods, what would you think of Seattle? It's a filthy place. First places I go is downtown here. It was nice. I went to the Walmart here. Walmart tells no lies. I saw all types of interesting people in there, from people coming in from out in the country to people that lived in the city. Walmart's always a place where you see where everybody meets up, and I thought that was really cool to see all the different people. Also, what I noticed here is I saw people that looked like they were from African descent, like refugees, probably first generation. So I'm guessing at one point, I didn't look it up, that this was a place where people came in the last 10 years or so from likely war-torn countries or something like that. So they had a very large population of folks from, I don't know, it could be Sudan or somewhere like that, where people were actually from that now lived here. Diversity, it was fairly diverse. I don't really care about that. I'll let you know if I feel uncomfortable, and I didn't. It was cool. Go check out Sioux Falls. I thought it was pretty awesome. Everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Get out there and explore yourself. Enjoy. Bye.